Nick and Pat's Diary by Yulia Puchkova. Chapter 5. Nick's Love Story. This happened when I was 9 years old. There is a girl in my class. She is called Helen. She is very pretty. You know, slim with dark hair and blue-green eyes. 4 years ago, I fell in love with her. But it was half of the problem. The other half was Peter, because he also fell in love with Helen. Every day after school, we went after her to the bus stop, got on the bus, and traveled to her house. There we got off and walked after her to her door. After that, we fought with Peter and then went home together. It continued all the autumn and all the winter. But one day, our teacher, Miss Eleanor May Lee, we called her Email, saw us on the bus. We didn't see her. She got off with us and went after us to Helen's house. When we started fighting, she ran up to us and shouted, "Stop fighting or I'll tell your parents." Of course, we didn't stop, and she kept her promise. She phoned our parents. That evening, I had a serious talk with Dad. "Now I know why you come home with a black eye or a bump every day," he said. I didn't say a word. "So, you lied to us. You didn't fall in the street, and nobody dropped oranges on your head from the balcony." I was silent. So Dad looked into my eyes and asked, "Do you really love her?" I looked down and nodded silently. "And does Pete?" I nodded again. "But why don't you ask Helen which of you she loves?" Then I looked at Dad and said, "Helen isn't a good pupil. She usually gets bad marks." "Does it matter to you?" asked Dad in surprise. "Of course not. But we aren't sure that she will give us the right answer. At the lesson, she never does." I didn't understand why, but Dad started laughing very loudly. I don't remember how we fell out of love, but after we did, Peter and I became best friends, and we always went home together.